This is your News Source Evening Bulletin for today, Friday, the 1st day of November in the year 2019. Here's what we're tracking tonight. As the coalition partners, the APNU and the AFC, restart negotiations of the Cummingsburg Accord, President David Granger today assured that the two sides will head into the March 2020 elections as one. During an interview on Kaicho Radio, President Granger expressed confidence that the coalition will remain intact for the upcoming elections.
The coalition is, what you can say, it is greater than the sum of its parts. It's not just six parties. We have a political mechanism which has given the people of Guyana hope that we are getting away from one-party politics, we're getting away from winner takes all. And people like what they see. Here you have representatives of six parties which bring various constituencies into the coalition. It is not one political party hoping to claim power. They know that the representatives will speak up for them.
The president told Kaicho Radio announcer and senior journalist Leonard Gildari that whatever issues may pop up during the renegotiation of the Cummingsburg Accord will be overcome. The Cummingsburg Accord is the agreement that formed the APNU-AFC coalition. On Thursday, the president, who was the leader of the PNC and the APNU, said he met and held discussions with the AFC leader, Comrade Ramjatan, and issues regarding the prime ministerial candidate position were raised.
I did meet Mr. Ramjatan yesterday, the last day of October, and there were questions about the prime ministership, and I was able to assuage his fears that the coalition as a whole will address those issues. He has made certain proposals, I've given him certain undertaking, and it is expected within another couple of days. Our partners, which have to examine those proposals, will come to some conclusions. And we worked well together as a cabinet. And I'm very confident that whatever problems might arise in the process of negotiation, we'll be able to overcome. We look forward to launching the campaign after those 4 steps have been completed.
The Alliance for Change has been pushing for its leader, Comrade Ramjatan, to be the coalition's prime ministerial candidate. The president has insisted that the policies and programs for the coalition take center stage before they start to examine issues of personalities. The president also dismissed the possibility of the APNU going it alone into the next elections.
Even if it were possible, it's not desirable. I believe in the Big Benab. I want to see parties bringing different constituencies into the coalition. And even if APNU were capable of going on its own, it is desirable to have the Guyana Action Party, which is largely based in the Amerindian community. It is desirable to base the Justice for All Party, the Working People's Alliance. Every Guyanese know the relationship between the WPA and the PNC, but we're all able to bring them in one Benab, the Big Benab. So even if there were people in APNU who wanted to go alone, or the people in the PNC who wanted to go alone, I don't think at this stage of Guyanese history we should ignore the benefits of coalition government. People like what happened, and I can tell you, Cabinet is a place where all parties bring their concerns for discussion, and in my government, every single coalition partner is represented.
The negotiating sides for the APNU and AFC are expected to meet this weekend to restart those negotiations of the Cummingsburg Accord. More news coming up in just a moment.
Tired of long lines? Register with MyGTT at mygtt.co.gy. That's mygtt.co.gy to view and pay your bills from anywhere. Enter to win an Amazon gift card worth $25 or a bounty voucher worth 5,000 Guyana dollars when you sign up today. GTT, do more.
Enter the GBTI Quick Cash Christmas promotion and make it a Christmas to remember. You get up to $500,000 easy for anything you want this Christmas. Plus, enter for a chance to win fabulous items for your home. One complete 7-foot granite top base kitchen cabinet, 1 sectional suite, 1 5-piece dinette set, and complimentary baskets of goodies. Apply at your nearest branch or online at www.gbtibank.com. GBTI, we see Christmas through your eyes.
conducting a claims and objections exercise from the 1st of October 2019. During this exercise, objections to the inclusion of the name of anyone who is suspected not to have met the eligibility requirements for inclusion in the PLE could be made only by an elector who is listed in the same divisional list in which the person being objected to is listed, or accredited scrutineers of political parties, providing any such scrutineer has monitoring responsibilities for the division in which the person being objected to is listed. Objections can be tendered to the registration officer of the registration area from the 1st of October 2019 to the 11th of November 2019. You must present the relevant original documents in order for the transaction to be completed. Don't delay. Visit the nearest GCOM registration office today. For more information, visit our website at www.gcom.org.gy. Follow GCOM on Facebook at Guyana Elections Commission. Contact us on 225-0277-9 or 223-9653. Email pro@gcom.org.gy or the nearest GCOM registration office.
Fuel it up and drive, super 95. Fuel it up and drive, super 95. Protect your fuel system, boy. High mileage and performance, boy.
Guyana Super 95 gasoline gives you more reasons to drive and is available at 56 service stations nationwide. For affordable price, high performance, and high mileage, choose Guyana's Super 95 gasoline.
Fuel it up and drive.
Guyana, the moment you've been waiting for is here. It's the Ministry of Education's Guyana Teachers Union 59th National School Cycling, Swimming and Track and Field Championships on November 17th through 22. Come see top student athletes and teachers from 15 sporting districts compete in intense rivalry. Cycling at the National Park, Georgetown. Swimming at the National Aquatic Center, Liliendal, November 18. And on November 19th through 22, the Track and Field at the National Track and Field Center, Leonora. Action starts 9:30. The National Championships where stars are born. Powered by Malta Supreme, Hits and Jams Entertainment, and NCN.
The International Committee of the Queen's College of Guyana Alumni Associations invites you to Thank You QC Concert and Cultural Evening in commemoration of Queen's College 175th Anniversary, Friday, November the 1st at 2000 hours at the National Cultural Centre, featuring from Queen's College alumni, UK and European superstar vocalist and songwriter David McCalman, and Netherlands-based multi-talented singer, tap dancer and performer Andy Ninval. Cultural show directed by Subraj Singh. Come and be mesmerized, dancing, acting, and so much more. Music by the QC Reunion Band. Tickets cost $20 US or 4,000 Ghana dollars. For further information and tickets, contact the Queen's College office during working hours, the Cultural Center box office, or call 687-9488. Compliments of GTT 94.1 FM, Gaisuco, Mid-Atlantic Oil and Gas, Mix 90.1 FM, Nisil, Top Brands Distributors, and 97.5 Mad FM.
Welcome back. And still in the world of politics, in the wake of the claims by the opposition leader that it would be illegal for the Elections Commission to remove the names of persons from the voters list who have not collected their ID cards in more than a decade, the People's National Congress Reform believes that many of those persons cannot show up to pick up those ID cards because they are phantom voters. At the party's weekly press conference today, PNC Executive Aubrey Norton said the PNC is in full support of the process that GCOM has undertaken in order to eradicate persons from the list who are seen as non-existent.
I think the party has already stated that it is in support of the removal. But when we talk about phantom voters, we talk about the 25,000 and others. Look, we were insisting on a house-to-house registration because we knew that would give an opportunity to clean up the list. We know many issues intervene. But which sensible person will accept you have 25,000 people who for years haven't picked up their ID cards, will agree for them to stay on the list, when we know for a fact that many of them, they are non-existent?
Mr. Norton accused the opposition leader and his party of wanting the phantom voters to remain on the list so that the elections could be rigged. He said there is no doubt that the voters list is bloated and must be cleansed.
Did we not have this level of padding the APNU plus AFC would have had more than a one-seat majority. So we see this as a mechanism to ensure that the PPP can rig in their areas. So we will vigorously oppose it. We've seen that the chairman of the Elections Commission has made it pellucidly clear that it is within the confines of the law. And since it's a legal activity, we support it, and we believe it will go a far way in ensuring that when elections are held, it's a true reflection of the people's will, rather than some concocted mechanism left by the PPP when the people of Guyana voted them out of office.
The claims and objections period will come to an end in the next 2 weeks. The Guyana Elections Commission chairman handed down her decision last Friday, much to the surprise of the opposition leader, who described the move as illegal for them to move the names from persons from the voters list who have not collected their ID cards since 2008. Well, tourism and agriculture are joining forces all weekend long at the Agri-tourism expo, which is taking place at the Arthur Chung Convention Center. The expo is featuring local produce and agro-products and tying that into tourism marketing. Director General of the Tourism Department Donald Sinclair believes that the two sectors could work hand in hand as Guyana promotes both its tourism and agricultural initiatives. November is Tourism Awareness Month and October was Agriculture Awareness Month. A number of exhibitors in both sectors are part of this weekend's event. Several other activities have been planned for Tourism Awareness Month. Turning our attention now to the courts, a third man was today charged and remanded to jail for the murders of the 4 Berbice fishermen. In a statement, the Guyana Police Force announced that 38-year-old Lennox Arlai Crimond, called Breeze, who was also a fisherman of Cromarty Farm Quarantine, was remanded to jail today after being charged with the murders of fishermen Lamar Petrie, Kewal Kisoon, Vishnu Siram, and Marvin Tamisar. He was not required to enter a plea to the charges of hijacking under the Piracy Act and murder. The matter has been transferred to the Wim Magistrates Court for continuation later this month. Earlier this week, 2 other men were charged in connection with the same crime. The Guyana Police Force is also looking for 2 others who were all part of the gang that attacked and murdered the fishermen on the high seas back in October. The 4 fishermen were attacked, chopped about their bodies, and then dumped overboard. The bodies of 2 have since been recovered, while 2 others are still missing. Still in the courts, a 22-year-old man who is suspected of being a member of a gang in London was today remanded to jail for the attempted murder of another suspected gang member, Tion Allen, known as Spoilchild. The accused, LaShawn Lewis of East Ruimveldt, had to be lifted into the courtroom on a stretcher. He was shot to the back during the attempted murder of Tion Allen. The court was told that the accused still has a bullet lodged in his back and remains under constant medical checks, although officially released from the hospital. He appeared before the chief magistrate and was not required to enter a plea to the indictable charge. The prosecutor told the court that on the 5th of October at La Penitence here in Georgetown, Lewis discharged a loaded firearm at Tion Allen with the intent to commit murder. Lewis's attorney made an application for bail, while pointing out that it is clear that his client still needs medical attention for his injuries. But the prosecution objected to bail, based on the seriousness of the charge. The chief magistrate remanded Lewis to prison until November 4. 2 weeks ago, another suspected gang member, 23-year-old Renard Caesar, was also slapped with the same attempted murder charge and was also remanded to jail. The shooting incident is believed to be linked to the feud between 2 gangs in the Linden community and the recent execution of a young man in Amelia's ward at Linden. Across the Region is coming up next.
There once was a man named Stan whose business needed a new plan. Christmas was coming, this much was true. He needed some help but didn't know what to do. Then fast as a flash, 3 helpers did come from Republic Bank. They came with some. One had low interest rates, one reduced equity, one with approval so quick and easy. Now Stan is the man and his business is booming. Christmas is good and he is winning. Reach more customers and boost your business with a Republic Small Business Loan today.
We are legions of men standing strong, but never too proud to stoop and help someone. We must send a clear signal to all. Do right, walk in upright ways, knowing that's what being a man is all about. And ever aware that things will only get worse when good men do nothing. Stand strong, be the one to live right.
Saturday, November 2nd. Put on your dancing shoes and party like never before at the Pegasus Poolside when the ICQC and Queen's College Board of Governors present the Queen's College 175th Anniversary 70s Team Party. Get out and be a part of this auspicious event and partake in the sumptuous 3-course buffet dinner. DJ TC out of Canada, the house DJ, and the QC Reunion Band will keep you bouncing from 8 hours right through. Tickets are $50 US or $10,000 and could be obtained from the Pegasus front desk, Queen's College office during working hours, or call 687-9488. The Queen's College 175th 70th Team Party, Saturday, November 2nd at the Pegasus Poolside. You can't afford to miss it. Compliments to Soul Resources, Mid-Atlantic Oil and Gas, and 97.5 Mad FM.
The Department of Tourism, in collaboration with the Guyana Tourism Authority, the Tourism Association of Guyana, and the Ministry of Agriculture present Agri-tourism Expo at the Arthur Chung Conference Center on November 1 and 2 under the theme Linking Agriculture and Tourism for a Greener Future. Attractions include beekeeping and honey production techniques, agri-based foods, craft, cultural and heritage sugar tourism, rum tours, farm produce, natural oils and juices, and health spas and lots more. Mark the dates, November 1 and 2, Agri-tourism Expo at the Arthur Chung Conference Center. Admission $500 for adults and $300 for children. Linking agriculture and tourism for a greener future.
Across the region right now in Barbados, finding Barbadian workers who adhere to high-quality health and safety standards can be a challenge in the country, for at least one industry human resource official has reported. The issue was highlighted yesterday during the Skills for the Future Summit at the Sandals Royal Barbados Hotel under the theme Exploring the Future of Skills. During the panel discussion on the importance of a skills-based educational system to Barbados' economic development, the head of human resources at the Roberts Manufacturing Company Limited and Pinnacle Feeds, Alison Curtin-Holder, said that the company had recently had challenges in sourcing Barbadian workers who obey the health and safety standards. Pointing out that the way business was conducted in the manufacturing industry was constantly changing so companies could remain competitive, the official said that standards have also changed and companies had to constantly keep up to date and meet the sophisticated needs of customers. And she believes Barbadian workers should do the same. In Puerto Rico, federal authorities say they have seized an estimated $48 million worth of cocaine off Puerto Rico's south coast. U.S. Customs and Border Protection said officials interdicted a boat on Thursday that was carrying more than 4,000 pounds of cocaine. It is the biggest such seizure in the region for this year. Authorities said the boat was spotted on Wednesday, but officials tracked it until it entered U.S. waters. Then they moved in. And finally, at this time, international news. The owner of Chinese video sharing service TikTok is undergoing a national security review of its purchase of the Musical.ly app, reports Reuters. ByteDance bought Musical.ly for $1 billion back in 2017. Quoting unnamed sources, Reuters said the deal was being probed because it had not been cleared by a U.S. body that scrutinizes acquisitions. The investigation comes amid growing U.S. suspicion of Chinese tech firms' activities. The Committee on Foreign Investment in the U.S. has started to look at the Musical.ly deal, sources told Reuters. The committee has scoped to look at the deal because it was not scrutinized when it was originally signed. And that's your News Source Evening Bulletin for tonight. I'm Gordon Mosley reporting.